Winch the net up, Dave.
Yeah, Mike. What's it going to do all this beats me.
You should be worrying what you're going to do with all the money we get for him.
Oh, it's a problem, that is.
So fill the deck, mate. Right to the gunnels. This is one oyster mackerel them foreigners ain't going to get their hands on.
There's plenty of them round the Eddiston. Them and their big boats and fancy equipment make this lot all right.
Best in 3 years.
I do have you to thank.
You and them instincts of yours, you mad Cornishman. Why do you think I bring you? Not for the lousy tea, you mate.
Me mother was a cormorant. Me father was a sea.
Something I like to have right now.
Hell! Trolls in a wreck. Or we've caught a rock.
Reverse fast. Release the winch. Take the trawl out.
Here goes the catch. Good luck, little fish. We'll have you tomorrow.
Serves me right. I shouldn't have been greedy.
Armada Head Coast Guard Station calling Starlight, over.
Easy, girl. Slow but sure does it.
Armada Head Coast Guard, over.
Reckon Jim Cunliffe wants words with you.
He can wait.
Your wife's doing your auxiliary bit in her.
I reckon.
They must have seen us stop on the radar. Or could be worried.
I doubt it. Come on, girl. Gently does it.
Whatever it is, her's in the net, and we're towing her.
Right. Us'll stop and us'll lift.
On it, quid, Reg, going off of that tailpiece of an ankle he lifted last month.
Oh, yeah.
Put out Phil Burton in his Spanish cannon last year. 2,000 quid at Penzance wreck auction.
You reckon it's something like that, eh?
I woke up this morning feeling lucky.
Winch her up slow. I'll settle for 100 weight of gold blocks.
Armada Head Coast Guards to Starlight, over.
Armada Head Coast Guards to Starlight. Come in, please. Over. What the hell has happened to that husband of yours, Christine? Is he deaf? What's showing on the screen, Tom?
Starlight appeared to go astern, Jim. She's stopped now.
At least we know Mike's in control of his boat.
Well, it wasn't a traffic light stopped him. Something did.
Maybe a wreck he's tangled before.
No wrecks charted anywhere near.
Is his radio working?
It was yesterday. Radar isn't, though. He's been going to look at it.
Devon, then. Never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. What's his position?
2 miles off Droid's Mare Rock. He was steering 015.
Brixham?
Yeah, he wants me to pick him up there in the car about 7 o'clock. That's when he reckoned to have unloaded.
Sprats.
Mackerel, he hoped.
He'll be lucky. Well, the Russians missed the Scots bit.
Starlight to Armada Head Coast Guards, over.
Armada Head to Starlight. Have we offended you? Over.
Sorry, Jim. We've something in the net. Over.
Isn't that what you're supposed to have? I didn't think you were doing pleasure cruises. Over.
Well, if it isn't fish, it must be a whale. We're hoisting up now. Over.
Rain's brought visibility down to 20 feet. How's it with you? Over.
Same. Over.
Do you require assistance? Over.
Don't think so. Over and out.
Didn't even say thanks for asking. Tom, better inform those idiots in the bay who haven't got round to getting their radar fixed the position of another idiot who's causing an obstruction.
Right.
That's what I'm married to, isn't it? A dot on a radar screen.
You knew before you married him.
How could I know? I came down from London on holiday. We met. We fell in love. I came down at weekends.
I know. And you waited for him at the quayside, and he jumped off his boat with his cap at a jaunty angle and whisked you off to a Dartmoor pub for a slap-up meal. You fell in love with Francis Drake.
Yeah, maybe I did.
And he sailed around the world for 2 years. So what did Mrs. Drake do meanwhile?
I'm not very good at making damson jam or elderberry wine. I've got A-levels.
They show.
But they're not much use to the wife of a fisherman.
Courtship and marriage aren't the same thing, Christine.
I'm aware of that. What I didn't know was he was already married and had been married many years ago to his damn boat.
Armada Head calling all shipping in the vicinity.
Damn this rain. I'm soaked to the skin. How's it doing?
Any second. Do we split the gold?
Up she rises. God, no! 2 bloody mites!
One each.
Which one's yours?
The one is don't go bank.
What the hell do we do?
No idea, Mike. He never sailed with a fellow who's even catched one mine, let alone two.
We buoy 'em, lower 'em back, and tell the Navy.
26 fathoms.
Bit deep for our kind of boy. A mile west will take us to 7 fathoms.
Oh, I ain't for taking him no boat ride. Let's get rid, Mike.
You don't mean that.
Never more serious.
And leave 'em for the next trawler to scoop up? Get blown to hell?
We've done all right down there for 40 years. I could have raised a family of little mines by now.
We've loosed 'em from the seabed, Dave. Somebody's bound to net 'em sooner or later. Could you sleep at night?
Oh, I'll winch him out of the water.
John, that's all we flaming need. You and your Cornish instincts, lucky day.
I found your fish.
2 bloody great mines.
Look on the bright side. They haven't exploded yet.
Just one of them's enough to blow up a battleship. We've got 2, dangling a foot from the hull.
Shocking waste of mackerel.
How's Starlight, Tom?
Hasn't budged.
She'll be needing a tow before the day's out.
I'd help if Mike could keep better radio contact. Still, I reckon something's keeping him occupied.
Armada Head. Yes. Where? When? Have you informed the police? No, don't worry, we'll do it. Now go back to where it happened and stay there. Help will be on its way. Man slipped down Dalcombe Cliff a few minutes ago climbing. That was his companion reporting it.
Lancashire schoolteacher for sure. They're always doing it. It's their hobby. Right, Christine, police and mobile rescue team. Tom, bleep
Right.
jock.
Okay, Skipper.
That should clear the pool table at the Dolphin in 5 seconds.
Brian? That's right. A man reports his companion has fallen down the cliffs at Dalcombe. The man will be waiting for you at the point he fell. Will you take all necessary action, please? Thank you.
Starlight to Armada Head, over.
So now he wants to talk to us.
Armada Head Coast Guards. Oh, just a moment, Captain Anderson. Commander Cunliffe for you.
Hello, Jock. There's an idiot gone over the cliff at Dalcombe. Bobbies and rescue lads are being alerted. Visibility is down to 20 feet. The men may have gone all the way down to the sea. Would you call out the lifeboat, please? Thank you.
Starlight calling Armada Head, over.
He can wait. He made us wait. We're trying to save a life.
Armada Head calling Mobile 1, over.
Armada Head Coast Guards.
Calling Armada Head.
That's right. I'm ready to write
Armada
it down.
Head
Go
here.
ahead.
Man fallen over
Near
cliffs at
Gale
Dalcombe.
Force
Rescue
7.
operation, please.
Moving southwest
Man will be at
from
cliff top to
Finisterre.
indicate fall.
Already
Over.
in sea area Plymouth.
Understood.
Expected sea area Portland. Imminent. Thank you.
Starlight calling Armada Head, over.
Armada Head to Starlight. Receiving you. Over.
Can I speak to you on another channel, please? Over.
Okay, Mike. Switch to the usual. We'll call you. Over and out. Switch the local frequency, Tom.
Aye, aye.
Probably wants to tell his wife he still loves her.
All he cares for is his boat. Well, he can keep her. If this job comes up in London, I'm going.
Well, that sounds drastic.
It is drastic.
Had a row this morning.
Oh, when do we get a chance to have a row? When he's at home, he's asleep.
What's this about London?
Doctor's receptionist. That's what I used to be.
Doesn't sound very exciting.
It's interesting and I'd been needed.
You should do what my wife does, Christine. Run a guest house.
Tom's right. That's what all the fishermen's wives do. There's money.
No, not for this woman.
There's the lifeboat rocket. Pretty smart jocks, lads.
Armada Head calling Starlight, over.
What kept you? Can I speak to Jim? Over.
What can we do for you? Over.
We've picked up 2 bloody great mines in the net. Repeat, 2 mines in the net.
Oh, God, no.
Lower them back and buoy them. We'll inform the Royal Navy. Over.
We're in deep water. I intend bringing Starlight to 7 fathoms. Winch is broken and will attempt to repair. We'll sail at less than 3 knots. Over.
Please stay where you are until Royal Navy is informed. Christine, phone them.
Right.
Don't use radio, Tom.
Aye, aye, Skip.
Got that, Mike? Stay where you are. Stop your engines. Royal Navy is being informed. Over.
Message understood. Over and out.
Tom, Give the gale warning out on Channel A, then give Starlight's position. And warn all shipping to avoid it. Tell them they've got engine trouble.
Aye, aye, sir.
Come on, Navy, answer your damned phone.
Attention, all
Really
shipping.
devil, your husband. Most
Near
fishermen are
Gale
satisfied to pick up
47.
one mine.
Christ, have you got no heart?
Off watch, lots. On watch, none at all.
Oh, this is Armada Head Coast Guards.
Ain't never been so wet.
You know, use changing clothes. Rain's coming harder.
Just could have made a cup of tea, Seps. Oh, teapots and cups are smashed.
You can always take a swig of that rum you keep in your locker.
How do you know I got rum in me locker?
Always known.
All these years I sailed with you and you never let on.
Thought as I'd give you a kick like. You were taking a swig without me knowing. It would have spoiled your fun.
So, we gotta sit here till the Navy decides what to do.
Maybe. How's the winch coming on?
Take a bit of time.
But you can fix it.
Cog wants tightening, that's all. But it'll take time.
How much?
Half hour.
There's a truck waiting at Brixham for them mackerel.
Then it'll have to wait, me love. That's one of them mackerel can fix a winch faster than me.
Here, come on, don't sup it all yourself.
Take a swig. You're not gonna wait for the Navy, then?
Don't think so. Reckon if we steer 270 at 3 knots, we should be 2 miles off Druid's Mere Rock in 1 hour. Then we're in 7 fathoms. Drop our scrap iron, run for Brixham. And we should have unloaded exactly 1 hour after opening time. But,
Who's a but, then?
can we trust the compass? A lot of things shifted round when the mine stopped us. And there's now 2 big lumps of iron swinging over the side. Could have altered magnetic deviation, that could.
Oh, take no bother. Only rocks on the other side is the Numble and the Mudston, and they same distance, and, well, as it still makes 7 fathoms.
What are we, Dave?
Don't he know?
Us could be farmers. We're selling ice cream. We're selling houses. There's the money and safety.
When I was a young man, we were on a sail out at Newland and pulling up pilchards off Cadiz. Then one day we pulled up a shark, all nasty and lashing out. Me and me mate rushed for it with our knives. Skipper pulled out his knife and threatened us. Touch that shark and I'll knife you, says he. Oil belongs to the crew, we says. That's law. And there's 10 gallons of oil in that one's belly. Lower him back in the sea, says the skipper. He's one of us. He's a hunter. So we let him swim off.
That's what you reckon we are, is it? Hunters?
Hunting's been in our family since God made the sea and put fishes in them. Of course, we bloody fools as well. That's why your wife's gonna leave you. Hers a city woman. Errol'll never make a hunter's wife.
Get that winch fixed.
Of course, if we get blown little bits, it seems likely Errol'll be a widow. All respectable, no problems.
Them mines ain't gonna explode.
You knows it, but me and them mines don't know it.
As long as there's fish in the sea, there'll be money in my wife's purse. And she had a fur coat for Christmas.
Some teeth broken on that cog.
Besides, I love her. A word you don't know much about. That's all the Devon coastline means to me, coming home to her. When I bloody well sleep.
Oh, like me and you don't marry for love, we marries for fish. When a trawlerman's son weds a trawlerman's daughter, they buys the happy pair a trawler for a wedding present.
Seeing you've all that wisdom, pity an old man like you still a deckhand.
Your missus is too hoity-toity for this part of the coast, nice lady though she be.
Keep a still tongue in your head, or you'll not fish with me again, mate.
I'm sure I won't, Mike. Them seagulls have all flown away. They know there's danger.
Armada head to Starlight. Come in, please. Over. Why can't your husband keep radio contact?
Mobile 1 to Armada Head, over.
Armada Head to Mobile 1. Receiving you. Go ahead. Over.
We got Bill and Tony over the cliffs, but they ain't found anything. Rain's made rock slippy, and we reckon's victim will be at the bottom. If only rain had stopped, they could send a helicopter. That's what it needs. Search continuing. Over and out.
Armada Head Coast Guards. Oh, hello, Jean. Yes, it is true. Somebody has fallen over Dalton Cliff. All services are on the spot.
Message received and understood. Thank you. Over and out.
Cheerio. Could be a newspaper reporter.
She hasn't got a soul, that woman. She's got an inbuilt VHF. Still, if she's chasing the rescue story, she'll not get wind of the mines.
Last thing we want, the press comes swarming.
Fancy putting a coat on and going out for some fresh air, Chris?
Not really.
Go on, it'll do you good. Go and hoist the South Cone. The seagulls will see it if nobody else. And check if Trinity House has switched the light on while you're at it.
Certainly brewing for a storm.
And a cup of tea when you come back, eh?
Oh, I get all the nice jobs.
How the hell can we get that woman off watch? I don't want her in here if her husband gets killed.
He's not stopped his engines. He's heading for the coast.
Rattling two minds like you shake dice. How long have they been married?
2 years.
Pity she didn't realise when the holiday was over.
They're fond of each other.
Oh, I don't doubt. But they're incompatible. She'd like him to come home on a commuter train and have the Browns round to dinner. Armada head to Starlight. Glad you could join us once more. Have been in touch with the Royal Navy. The nearest vessel to you is a mine layer. That's no use. They say they can let you have some of their own mines if you're collecting them. However, Plymouth is sending a frigate. You are asked to abandon ship, and the Navy will tow it out to a safe sea area. Do you understand? Over.
Message understood. I will not abandon ship. Repeat, not abandon ship. Over.
Hello, Mike. Let's get this right. In your area are 2 oil tankers waiting oil transfer. Each tanker is 100,000 tons. There are also 3 oil tankers of approximately 16,000 tons. You are risking a major disaster. Over.
If them things are going to blow up, they'll blow up whether the Navy's got them or I've got them. What's more, the destroyer will have to take them past the tankers. I intend bringing them away from the tankers and towards the shore for shallow water. Suggest Navy sends mobile bomb disposal unit. Thank you for their concern. We'll keep in touch. Over and out. Los Angeles calling Armada Head on Channel A. Over.
Oh, don't tell me Fred's picked up mines as well.
Armada Head calling Angelus. Receiving you. Over.
My position is 7 miles due east of Nimble Rock. Can you locate me on the radar screen? Over.
Yes, we note your position on radar. Over.
And you'll probably notice a metal blab not far from me. Over.
There are 2 objects close together. What is your message, Angelus? Over.
2 vessels a bloody Spaniard. Her name's Paloma, out of Bilbao. And there's fishing. Over.
The Royal Navy will be informed. Thank you for your information. Over and out. That should make the Navy happy.
Well, the frigate won't have weighed anchor for nothing. Don't forget Mike's message about bomb disposal.
Aye, aye, sir. Hello, Armada Head Coast Guards. Can I speak to the flag officer?
I'll say this, Tom. Mike Coleridge doesn't believe in going down with his ship. Only up in it.
What a lousy, disgusting sense of humour. Doesn't life mean anything to you?
What do you expect? A clergyman who leads the choir in a hymn? No, I'm a Coast Guard who actually tries to do something for those in peril. And you take me as you find me.
I'm sorry.
I think you should go home.
I'm staying.
Then shut up and make tea.
Good afternoon, sir. Armada Head Coast Guards. We've several important messages for you. The trawler Starlight refuses Navy assistance but requests mobile mine disposal unit. Another local trawler reports Spanish fishing vessel working at position 50 degrees 22 minutes north, 3 degrees 36 minutes west.
Now, this Polish trawler hails Charlie. What do you want, says Charlie? Coffee, says the captain. As much coffee as your boat will carry. So Charlie goes back to Plymouth, raises all the money he can, and fills it all with tins of coffee. Wholesale like.
Pretty expensive.
The bank didn't want to know. But nearly everyone in Plymouth loaned him a couple of quid. That's good, says the Polish captain. Here's your rubles.
Rubles?
Yeah, ain't no good to me, says Charlie. They'd chuck me out of Noah's Ark if I asked for a pint and paid in rubles. Then how about hundreds of pullovers, as the fishermen has knitted.
Pullovers?
Yeah. So they went round all them Russian and Polish trawlers as is fishing off the Eddiston, and Charlie comes back to the Barbican just in time for the fish auction and sells them all at £3 each. Best week fishing he ever done. Here you are now. Winch is mended.
Right then. I'll try and... Bloody hell.
I got my eyes shut. Are we dead?
They're swaying against the side.
Why didn't they explode then? They're duds. I should ask for our money back.
They weren't made to blow up little boats. They were meant to destroy heavy ships. Trouble is,
Don't know if the sea's softened or hardened the detonators. Come on, let's cushion them with tires. Yeah. Lower all the tires we got over the side.
You know, Mike, I ain't very happy about them mines.
Think of women, then. Take your mind off them.
At my age, I just thought of a woman, and she exploded.
Over she goes.
Hardly any tread. I bet some poor motorist would book for that one.
Come on, all we got on board. Sharpish.
Armada Head to Angelus, receiving you loud and clear, over.
Is there Spaniards still fishing? Have you told the Navy? Over.
I'll take it, Tom. Hello, Angelus. The Navy will not be able to deal with your complaint for another 3 hours. Over.
This bullfront will be away by then. Don't take to the living out of under our noses, these damn foreigners. Over.
Stay where you are, Angelus. We'll contact Navy again. Don't risk aggro with Spanish vessel. Over and out. Tom, what's the ETA for the frigate?
Another 10 minutes.
Good. Why the hell couldn't Angelus use another frequency? Still, if the Spaniard is listening to Channel A, which he's bound to be doing, he'll be lulled into security, and the Navy will cop him with his nets down. We'll have him.
3 hours?
The Spaniards will believe anything. They probably don't think we've got a Navy. They never did.
There's your frigate on the screen, coming up now.
Don't lean over too far. We'll be going over the side.
Gotta lash this net to a spar. Hold them mines secure against the tires.
If you ask me, them mines are listing us to starboard if them fish start shifting round.
It'll be all right if us keeps a beam the wind. Besides... Oh, bloody hand.
Oh, you crushed them. Good job we got tires. Just stick it in that bucket of water. If them mines are trapped on the hull...
God, it's painful. Take that rope and lash it.
Here, in this bucket of seawater. Can you wiggle your fingers?
A little. Oh, hell, it hurts.
Come up like a football, it will, my love. After I've belayed the line, I'll bandage him tight for you.
Dave.
Yeah?
Look at them mines in the net. Them spikes are all tangled up. Us'll never lower the mines in a month of Sundays.
Then us'll have to cut the net.
I can't do that.
Well, not with that hand you can, but I can.
I said no.
Why not?
I can't afford a couple of £1,000 for new nets.
You've insured?
I don't know.
And it is how you're not.
Dave, I'd be finished as a fisherman.
Well, there'd be compensation.
A couple of £1,000 from a boat. You know how much a new trawler costs? 40,000. Everything I got's in Starlight.
If you're a good lady, you'd have her if you give up fishing.
Did you see me as a London bus driver? I'm steering down Regent Street at 10 knots, and I'm swinging to port at the Strand.
So what you intend doing?
I'm going to keep my net.
How?
First of all, ask the lifeboat to take you off.
You'll not be much use with that busted hand.
I ain't risking your neck, not for my boat, I ain't.
How'll you steer?
Best I can.
I could stay on board if you was prepared to strike a bargain.
What?
Half the catch, and half the next 3 catches, if we live that long.
You get a third.
Half.
Less fuel costs.
Seems fair.
Don't blame me if you get killed. What were you saying about a shark?
You got a plan?
Maybe. But I ain't losing my boat. Nor my net. Nor my mackerel.
Our mackerel, Skipper.
That's the first time you ever called me Skipper. Always thought you reserved the term for them Long John Silvers you used to sail with when you were a kid.
First time you ever talked like a skipper, that's why. But are you a Devon man? Sure your folks weren't Cornish?
I'm starting the engine. Take the helm at 010. Shit. My hand hurts.
Where is he on the screen?
There, and moving like the clappers.
Hello, Starlight from Armada Head. Obviously, you're in the wheelhouse. Have you anything to tell me? Over.
Yes. The mines are entangled in the net. Over.
Then cut the net, you crazy sod. Over.
You come and do it, 'cause I ain't. Over.
Please keep listening, Watch. Have further message for you. Over. Christine, get on this radio and beg him to cut his net.
I can't.
You can and will.
I don't know what to say.
Tell him you love him. Tell him you're feeling sexy. Be a bloody mermaid. Get him to cut his net or abandon ship.
No,
All right. Never mind your husband, then. This could be a disaster area any second. I'm ordering you.
Hello, Mike. It's me.
Louder. Go on, louder.
Hello, Mike. It's me.
Over.
Over.
Hello, man. Nice to hear from you. Bit of a trouble, eh? Listen. A hundred mackerel we caught. Up came a beautiful big cod. Look at treating a deep freeze. Lasted for weeks. Look. I'll have to miss Tina. Over.
Please, Mike, cut your net and come home, please. Over.
I can't, love. I'd be finished. I'm a fisherman. I don't know anything else. Over.
We'd be alive together. We could make a fresh start. We could do something. I love you, Mike. For God's sake, cut your net and come home.
Over.
Over.
Look, Chris, I've no intention of committing suicide. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Until the blooming snob comes to trust me. Over.
It's that blooming snob here. Where the hell are you taking those mines? Over.
Tinmouth. Over.
What's Tinmouth done to you? The Navy Mine Disposal Squad is driving to Brixham. Over.
Ask them to meet me at Tinmouth. Over.
They won't take kindly to a treasure hunt. The last message from them was a request. Can you describe the mines? Have you any idea whether they're British or German? Over.
They're big, and they're wet, and they got spikes. And they haven't said a word, so I don't know what nationality they are. Over.
Thank you for your useful information. What course have you set? Over.
I don't know compass, but I'm not sure about magnetic deviations. It's shape up. Over.
That's what I thought. Tom will give you alterations of course if necessary. You will come close to an oil tanker. For God's sake, steer carefully. Over and out. Phone the harbour master, Chris. Tell him Father Christmas is coming. Hello, Jock. Nice job on the rescue. Would you please escort the trawler Starlight at a safe distance? She's got mines entangled in her net. She's heading for Tinmouth at an approximate speed of
8 knots.
8 knots. And her position at the moment is
2 miles due east of Berry Head.
2 miles due east of Berry Head. Thank you. You did a nice bit of acting on the radio just then, Chris.
Acting? Was I acting? I don't know. Oh, hello, Harbour Master. A Coast Guard's here. The trawler Starlight is making for Tinmouth. 2 mines are caught in her net. No, we don't know. Oh, very funny. You're all comedians, aren't you? All blasted comedians.
What did he say?
He asked what sex they were.
Angelus to Armada Head. Over.
This is Armada Head. Come in, Angelus. Over.
That wasn't you. I thought you said the Navy would take ours. They just arrested the Spaniard and are escorting him to Dartmouth. Over.
Just shows you we can be wrong. How's the fishing? Over.
Sprats, damn sprats. I reckon it's Mike Coleridge just pinched the mackerel. Got that Cornishman with him. That's can smell mackerel. Over.
That's right. Mike's had a good catch, more than he bargained for. Good hunting. Over and out.
Oh, it's unreal, isn't it? Just waiting. Clock jumping the seconds.
You don't really want that job in London, do you? You're not really thinking of leaving, Mike.
I do, and I am.
Yet you say you love him.
Yes, that's what I say, and that's what I mean.
He'd never sail Starlight up the Thames.
Oh, it would be nice.
He'd never make it, Christine. There are too many fish between here and London docks.
Oh, but wouldn't it be nice coming under Tower Bridge knowing it wasn't for fish but for me?
And then what?
Yes, and then what? Just a dream. Starlight would never let him.
That's right. For you, sir.
Cunliffe. Yes, sir. Every Coast Guard station between Portland Bill and Land's End has been notified. The Navy has been informed, and I understand helicopter stations in Cornwall and Dorset are aware of the situation. Yes, sir, I realise there could be a major disaster, but I suggest we merely keep watch. The man's a brave idiot, but he's also a clever fool. I'll keep you in touch with the situation, sir. Goodbye. Mike, whatever you do, don't hit an oil tanker. You've got my head in your net as well.
Oh, there's the wetting out there, sure enough.
Mine's all right.
Fast asleep, me dear. How's your aunt?
Oh, throbbing.
Lucky he wasn't sailing with an old skipper I knew. He had it off.
It beats me how you're still alive after sailing with all them mad skippers of yours.
He was after a place in the Atlantic. Now there's the sea for you. Big and strong, not like this here puddle we mon.
I know the Atlantic well as you.
Not under sail you don't. Well, there was this deck man as had nearly taken his thumb off when a cable slipped through his hand. He'll have to come off, says skipper, getting out his knife. Although the boat were nearly upside down, he cut that thumb off clean as a whistle.
Nothing to kill the pain?
I says to the skipper, and you going to give him a swig of rum first? No, says the skipper. Once you start giving liquor to the crew, you spoils them. And that rum's for medicinal purposes only, he says. He was a religious man.
Maybe you ought to chuck that knife of yours overboard. I don't trust you in case I faint.
Feeling that way, are you, skipper?
Oh, like I told you, it's throbbing.
My turn to take the wheel then. Here, take a swig of this rum. I ain't religious.
Keep her steady on that setting.
Oh, I ain't questioned you about what you intend doing with them mines, because you and the skipper like. But as I've half share in the catch, I'd like to know how you're going to protect my investment.
Well, there's a sandbank off Timoth, which is above water at low tide.
Yeah?
We've got to get above that sandbank while there's still enough water. Then as the sea drops, we'll be high and dry. But it spreads out the net, untangles the mines, rolls them in the sand for the Navy.
Might work. Does the Navy pay us for them mines if we deliver them?
Dunno. I think they pay something for German, but not British. Or maybe it's the other way around.
That's we'll have to find out before we hands them over. I don't trust the Navy.
Armada head to Starlight. Come in, please. Over.
Starlight to Armada head. Loud and clear. Over.
The nearest oil tanker is less than a mile on your starboard side. However, you're steering close to Thatcher Rock on the port side. Suggest you order course by 2 degrees starboard. Over.
Thanks, Tom. I'm ordering course 2 degrees now. Over.
The rain is clearing,
2
but the high
degrees.
winds will still remain. Here's the commander. Nice work, Mike. We don't want to blow Thatcher Rock out of the water, do we? Spoil one of Torquay's beauty spots. I take it you're heading for the sandbanks. Am I correct? Over.
That's right, Jim. Over.
You have a problem. With your present speed and ETA, you would normally have gone over a sandbank with 2 feet of water to spare. That's assuming you have normal displacement with a normal catch of fish. But you have above normal catch, and of course you're carrying on 2 little friends. You must clear the sandbank. You must not hit the sand. Over.
Thanks, Jim. Yes, we understand the situation. How about driving my wife to Teignmouth? I'll pay the petrol. Over and out.
Think of that wife of yourn, eh?
I should have cut the net.
I might have agreed with you. But then you went and offered me 50% of the next couple of catches. I'm going to need a net for them fish we had to let go. They'll be down there laughing at us.
Make sure your false teeth are firm. I'm going full ahead, and she'll shudder like hell.
What's it going to be like, I wonder, when us gets killed? A quick blue flash, I reckon.
You won't get killed. We're going to land them fish.
Or taken to heaven with us to gift us St. Peter.
Scared?
Ah. We're not frightened.
What's the difference?
Oh, scared ain't all that bad a feeling. Sort of makes your toes tingle. Almost open them minds will explode. Like taking a woman to bed.
Huh?
Nah, frightens when you want to run away.
Keep thinking about the fish. Takes your mind off things.
I thought you were thinking about your beautiful wife.
I am.
Not as much as you thinking about them mackerel. You know, Mike, I've been figuring you out. You my hunter, all right. You could have sold them fish to the Russian factory ship for a good price with a bottle of vodka thrown in.
I didn't want to.
Or you could have landed them at Plymouth.
Brixham's where I live.
Just so you could go chugging into harbour with the fellas watching.
Oh.
Here's Mike, they say. He's got a good catch.
It's a catch to be proud of.
I don't have to show fish. I show 'em money and they know. When I put a $5 on the bar at the Dolphin and ask for a double brandy, they knows I caught fish. When I asks a woman what she'd like to drink, she knows I caught fish.
There's more to life.
Not for you or me, there ain't. Over 20 years since my wife left me cause of fish. When I was crabbing out of Salcombe, it was all right. I was home for tea. Then I went for cod. I was away days on end. And she ups and aways with a fellow from Customs and Excise.
Not for me, that isn't. Not for me.
You never know your luck. You see, Mike, you caught your wife like you catch a salmon. Or a mermaid, if there be such things. And I reckon she wants to swim out of the net.
Keep your eyes on that bloody compass.
You scared of dying, Mike?
Scared, but not frightened. On your terms, Dave.
Then you bain't in love with your wife. If you was, you'd be frightened.
Don't tell me how I feel in them big gales, when I expect my boat to go under or break up. There are times I'm not scared I want to get drowned to be done with it. When I come in on calm water, I get Christine a glass of sherry, she knows I paid for it, I'd be scared.
I doubt it.
Why?
She's a woman. Women don't know the sea.
They know the men who go to sea.
No, they don't. They just think we go over a line in the sky and come back over a line. And if we've got money, they know we've caught fish. That's all they want to know, me love. They don't want to know about you being scared.
I'm scared right now, Dave.
So am I, Skipper.
How's he doing?
Moving fast.
With the sea churning up, he couldn't abandon ship now if he wanted to. The outgoing tide could take him slap bang into an oil tanker. Hope his bloody engine holds.
Shouldn't we alert the tankers? Look, one of them's well within range of flying debris if the mines explode.
They'd stampede like a herd of elephants, and God help the shipping lanes. Just pray that Mike knows his boat, and his boat knows the sea.
He should be all right.
Oh, Christine.
Yes?
We'll be relieved watch soon. How'd you like to drive to Teignmouth? Get a ringside seat for the big show.
Oh, you don't have to put it like that, do you?
It's a nice run along the coast road.
Well, I can't think of anywhere else to go. Might as well.
I'll take the wheel, Dave.
Leave muscles in no yard. The ebb tide's pushing us out to sea, and the southeasterly's trying to blow us on the cliffs.
Thank God the rain's shifting and it's not gone dark yet. Keep a look out astern. As long as we keep very headlight in view aft, we'll miss the rocks.
And damn mines is down ahead of us again. Fretting them tires been ripped to shreds.
It's like there's only us exists, isn't it, Dave?
That's it, me lover. It's unreal. As long as it's unreal, we won't mind getting blown to smithereens.
Think of them fish. That's all you gotta think about.
One of the nicest roads in Britain, this. Look at all those pretty little oil tankers down there. Which reminds me, I must get this car serviced. Needs a complete oil change.
It seems funny being off watch, not hearing his voice.
I thought you'd gone past Carey.
No.
Then you're not going to leave him?
I don't want to, but there's no alternative.
Pity if you left.
Who's bothered? Who's really bothered?
I'd lose a damn fine auxiliary.
First compliment you've ever given.
And it'll be the last. What's the time? Switch the radio on.
I miss London.
I suppose you do.
I could earn good money.
Of course you could.
Be a doctor's receptionist in Harley Street or something.
Sure, you'd have passed the time. Till you came back to Devon.
I'll never come back to Devon.
When I left the Navy, I got a sort of PRO job at Cunard. Lovely office, pictures of the ships, desk made with wood from the Aquitania. All I seemed to do was to sip sherry with people. The usual jokes about the blunt end being the stern. Money for old rope it was.
Sounds it.
I used to put little blobs of smoked salmon on the window ledge for the pigeons. And then, one day...
White, Portland. Plymouth, southeast 6, locally gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5 later. Mainly fair, moderate or good. Biscay, northwest 4 or 5, backing southwest.
And they put some lousy programs on.
And then one day?
And then one day the pigeons didn't turn up. But a seagull did. So I shanghaied the wife from the Townswomen's Guild meeting, or whatever it was, and we headed west by southwest. That seagull had been sent.
Perhaps she didn't want to be snatched away from the Townswomen's Guild.
She didn't complain. I stopped boozing immediately.
And today?
Today she's become a Mrs. Drake. She makes damson jam and elderberry wine. Of course, I don't go to sea.
Perhaps you're not in love.
It's something we haven't talked about for quite a time. Life goes on. We get by. I'm glad I'm back in Devon. There you are. From this point on the nest, you'll be able to watch the fun and games.
Ain't no use looking for the red water of the sandbank. It's all red with them waves churning up. I'll take a visual fix, Dave. The church and the lighthouse.
Getting over the bar any second.
Right, we'll glide. Get to the anchor, and when I get over the sandbank, I'll toot the siren. You drop it fast.
Okay, boss.
Come on, Starlight. Now we're 20 degrees on that here church tower. Glide gently. You're a beauty. A real beauty.
He's done it, Christine. He's outwitted the sea. Here, take the binoculars.
No, thanks. As long as I know he's safe. What happens now?
He'll have to wait until the water drops. Then he'll free the mines. Then he'll have to wait until high water floats him again. It'll be about 7 hours.
Oh, thanks for bringing me. Would you take me home?
I thought you might want to book in a hotel and wait for him.
I'll come back by taxi later. I've got some packing to do.
Here comes the Royal Navy. All three of them in their little rubber boat. They're not going to be all that pleased.
They'd be darning socks on their bunks if we hadn't found them mines for them. That's what they're paid for.
Evening.
Evening.
Lieutenant Gregson.
Michael Coleridge.
Just lost a bet on you. Chief Petty Officer Riley here said you'd stick at Tynmouth. I said you'd work your way around the coast to Aberdeen. Leading Seaman Evans here said you'd sail around the world.
Cost of fuel, isn't it?
So, what are your plans?
Wait till low water leaves us high and dry, then untangle the mines and roll them away from the net. And they're all yours, and we sails away.
British mines, by the look of them.
Any bounty on them, sir?
Might be. You'll have to apply.
Much?
Doubt it.
Not enough to make it a full-time job, then, fishing up mines.
You'd need a lot. Every day. I suppose you'd like us to give you a hand getting them out of the net when the time comes, eh, Skipper?
I'd appreciate it. But I don't want you and your men in danger because of my net.
Danger? You rattled them across the bay like castanets in a rumba band, and they didn't complain. Bit of wet sand won't annoy them. We'll put time detonators for them to explode underwater at the next high tide.
Of course, we won't be able to shift off this here bank till high tide.
Don't worry. We'll give you half an hour to get off.
There you are. Both free.
Fix the explosive charge on detonators, Evans.
Aye, aye, sir.
They'll be exploding underwater, but they could blow a few windows out in town. Hurry up, the tide's turning.
Coming up to high water.
Yeah, he's straightened up, but we ain't rising.
We got half an hour. And another half hour before them detonators.
Hello? Calling Starlight. Over, Flaker. How you doing there, Mike? All right, Bill, over? Over.
Hello, Bill. Everything fine. Should be afloat soon. Thanks for your concern. Over.
Talk to be shut in half hour. Said he would be to join me in a pint. I'd be buying like. Over.
Us'll be there, me and Dave. See you get them pints in. Over.
He won't be there to sup 'em. He'll be still at Iron Sandbank. But because you twins, he ain't been looking at your tide tables. He got 2 foot left of water his tide the other laughing. Reckon you ain't gonna need a toll. Over.
How much?
20 quid.
15.
Ain't worth starting the engines up to that. Besides, I'll read I've bucket full of the crew. And he wouldn't risk it out near the mines for less than 5 quid. Over.
You left it till the last minute, didn't he, Bill? Over.
'Cause I didn't want any of them other trawlers bargaining, did I? What do you say, Mike? 20 quid? Over.
20 quid it is. Over.
Got a couple of messages for There's 2 vans on the quay for Exeter fish. Over and out.
Comes from a long line of wreckers, he does. Don't he go dropping them baskets in the water? Best mackerel you Devon men ever seen, them are. Steady now.
That time them mines exploded, innit?
They were duds, Mike. I knew all along. You don't think I'd have stayed on your boat otherwise? Come on now! Proper job. About time you got that van filled. He's your missus coming along the quay, skipper. Mind how you jump.
Oh, my sweetheart.
Put me down, they're watching.
Go on! Unload them fish! Oh, it's been a long, rough day.
I know. For both of us.
Oh, I'm so glad you came. Oh, my love.
Well, I'm glad you're safe and sound.
Oh, sorry I was delayed by them mines. Still, no harm done, eh?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
They've sunk our marriage, Mike. That's the harm they've done. That's what they were put in the sea for nearly 40 years ago, before we were born.
I'm not with you, Chris.
I'm leaving you. I'm sorry, but I'm leaving you.
Oh, it's a joke. You don't mean it?
It can't be a surprise. We've talked about it.
Oh, I know, but... Well, I knew you weren't all that happy, but I thought you'd get used to life and settle down. I love you, Chris. Oh, you love me.
I don't know. I don't honestly know. But I can't go on living the life I'm living.
Your taxi over there?
Yeah, it's taking me to London. Couldn't stand the thought of sitting in a railway compartment.
And let's take it back home. I'll give the driver a big tip. We can talk things over for a couple of hours.
A couple of hours? A couple of hours, Mike?
We're sailing before daybreak. There's thousands of mackerel where that all come from. They're just lying there, Chris. Lying there waiting to be scooped up. It's like having the key to a bank.
That's what I'm talking about, and you just don't understand, do you?
Diamonds. We'll go for a meal at that posh restaurant in Plymouth. When they see what you're wearing, they'll know I'm a good fisherman, and they'll know I'm proud of my wife. How's that?
I don't want diamonds.
You deserve them.
And when will the meal in the posh restaurant take place? When the mackerel are finished? Or when? Will it be the sprats next? Or plaice off the sillies?
It's my living. What else can I do?
Oh, I get a nice meal ready. I put my best dress on. And there's a call from Falmouth. You're following the fish. There's a telegram from Penzance. You'll be a couple of days off Bishop's Rock. When you are home, you sleep the clock round. It's no marriage, Mike.
Fish won't come to your net. You gotta chase them, follow them.
Yes, follow your family tradition. That too. Your father was drowned off Dodman Point. Oh. Your grandfather was lost on a lifeboat call. Today, I watched a dot on the radar screen. That dot could have disappeared any second.
Chris,
no, thank you. If you loved me, you'd have cut your net and you'd have come home to me.
Well, me and Dave guessed they were duds, we did. See, they ain't gone off, have they?
You didn't know whether they were duds or not.
So what do you want me to do? Sign on the dole? Sell the boat?
I don't want you to do anything. Not anymore. I asked you to cut your net, you didn't. You could have handed your boat over to the Navy, you didn't. I was undecided until then. I might have given it a bit more time. But your decision made me decide.
Come on, Chris, you're in the Coast Guard service. It's about the sea and men's lives. You must be learning to understand.
All right, so it's me. Mike, you'd miss the smell of the sea in London, but I miss the smell of the underground, or the fumes from buses and taxis.
Right.
Yes, believe it or not, I'd like to have my choice of theatres and cinemas and restaurants. I'd like to read programmes and menus instead of weather reports, and I'd like to know my husband had a safe job, even if I suspected him of flirting with a typist.
Chris, don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
I love you. But I'm sorry if I can't be a fisherman's wife. I've tried.
There we go.
My brother at Big last night. Taxi's waiting.
Chris, I just can't abandon my boat and come with you.
I know you can't.
Will I see you again?
I don't think so. I don't know. Depends on the seagulls.
Hey, skipper! Come and sign the tally sheets.
We mean the money. And then it's got to refuel if we're leaving afore dawn.
Well, all the way to London, is it, miss?
That's right.
That fellow you were talking to. Bloke who brought them mines up, wasn't he?
Yes.
Bloody idiot. I'd have dropped them back where they came from.
Then somebody else would have picked them up once they were loose.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been me, would it? Bloody mad, all these fishermen down here. Thick as 2 short planks. Anyway, missus, we'll not go through Dorset. We'll go up the motorway to Bristol and then...
Go to Brixham. Along the coast road.
Hunters was written for radio by Malcolm Lynch. The cast: Mike David Ashford, Dave David Jackson, Jim Norman Bowler, Christine Caroline Blackiston, and Tom Patrick Connor, with Melvin Bedford, Jack Claff, and Hubert Tucker. The programme, which came from Bristol, was directed by Brian Miller.
This video was uploaded to the channel Thinking Out Loud. Please like, comment and subscribe to the Thinking Out Loud channel. Thank you.